Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this. From Bounding to Comics, Margot Robbie dashes hopes for a Birds of Prey sequel. Thank the fuck God. Anyway, actress Margot Robbie recently dashed some fan hopes for Birds of Prey sequel. Great. That's a good news, because it was a magnificent piece of crap. I did not bother to watch the movie, but I saw a few scenes here and there and some reviews, and apparently it's a woke piece of shit. Thank goodness I did not waste my time watching that. Hey, for every crappy movie that I save my time from watching, I go and do something that really makes my day, like watching documentaries about crusades. Really better. Either way, if you're listening to I don't know, to a fan blast in the background, you already know. It's hot, and today it seems like nature decided to come out over me, because I'm feeling sticky, so the humidity is quite high, and that means that my balls are not only swampy, but oceany and sticky. So if it weren't for my undies, it will be getting stuck or sticking to my legs. And I have a very veritable swamp ass. Well, at this point I'm thinking I'm going with the idea that it might actually be oceany ass. Way more than Washington DC right now. Oh, right. Back to the article. The actress recently sat down for an interview with a Hollywood Reporter who asked her if there would be a Birds of Prey sequel. Robbie responded, "I don't know. Nothing imminent at this stage. Nothing worth mentioning." Robbie's brief comment appears to confirm a rumor from back in July that the detailed sequel had been axed. The rumor came from Giant Freaking Robot, whose source told them Warner no longer believes in the concept or in the creative team behind the movie. Thank fuck. Scooper Grace Randolph would also report that WB has Harley on hold after BOP did poorly at the box office. Warner Bros. Birds of Prey. Birds of Prey marketed itself as a feminist film that would tackle misogyny. Hey, who knew this type of concept of a movie wouldn't actually work? Speaking with AP in January, actor Ewan McGregor promoted the film back in January, stating, "Yeah, it's about time, we were both really proud. I'm so woke. Got me with 2 points, yes. We were both really proud to be involved in a film that was a feminist film that tackled misogyny. Tackles misogyny." McGregor continued, not only was the sort of end of misogyny, but also everyday mild misogyny women have to put up with. He then added, quote, "And this film prepared with reference to that. We were just proud to be part of that. And the misogynists business in the movie to help flag that up to guys who need to know that the time is done. Did I get more? I wrote on virtual points, virtual signal points. Muchos gracias. Muchas gracias." These people sickening me. Okay, I got tired of making his voice. Before McGregor spoke with French website Premiere, he told them, quote, "What interests me in the Birds of Prey is that it's a feminist film. It is very finally written. There is a script, a real look. There is in the script a real look on Miss shit pickle." The actor continued, I quote, "And I think we need that. We need to be more aware of how we behave with the opposite sex. We need to be taught to change." End quote. Holy shit, this guy talks a lot. Alright. Quote, in movies. Misogynists in movies are often extreme. They rape, they beat women, and it is legitimate to represent people like that because they exist and they are obviously the worst. But in the Birds of Prey dialogues, there is always a hint of everyday misogyny of those things you say as a man, and man, you do not even realize. Mansplaining. Well then, if mansplaining is a problem, then don't get confused. All it's in the script in a very subtle way. I found that brilliant. End quote, McGregor added. While McGregor promoted the film as feminist undaddy tackle misogyny, Margot Robbie made it a point to note that the film's costumes were less male-gazy-y. Well, if you want to make a movie to make males go and watch it, you need to make it the same way you make movies that make women go watch it. You need to make women, female gazy to make them go watch that movie. If you want males to go watch your movie, you need to make it more male gazy-y. Alright. When the film eventually released into the theaters, it was a box office bomb. It was. The film, which had an estimated production budget of $82 million, only garnered $33 million opening weekend. According to the numbers, the film would wind up with $84.1 million at the domestic box office and $117.7 million at the worldwide box office, for a total haul of $201.8 million. So, based on what we have seen here, considering that the marketing budget is nearly as big, or sometimes even bigger than the budget of a movie, so suffice to say, they barely broke even. Following the film's abysmal opening weekend, Warner Bros. Would change the title of the film to Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey. It was previously titled Bird of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. The title change didn't appear to help the film. Of all the women here, this one is the only acceptable looking on her. Everything else in here is unwatchable. While Warner Bros. Changed the film title, defenders of the film, including Punisher creator Gerry Conway, would blame men and misogyny for the film bombing. So you trash men, you attack men, you denigrate men, and then you get bothered that men will not bother to watch your shitty movie. Questions. I need to talk, because there's a lot of stupidity in this paragraph. Watch me. Conway wrote on Twitter, "I'm so disappointed by the Birds of Prey box office and what it says about the male audience for superhero films. Here's my controversial take. Don't hate me. The movie didn't pull teenage boys because Margot Robbie didn't want Harley Quinn to be sexualized as she was in Suicide Squad. Well, let me put it this way, Harley Quinn is sexualized in the comics, games, and everything else, because that's what it is. She's a toy for the Joker. She's pretty much the very definition of Stockholm Syndrome, or the battered wife problems or syndrome, things like that. The more Joker beats her the crap out, the more he disappoints her, the more she loves him. That's the entire idea behind Harley's Quinn character. But here we are. The idiot decided, and then they decided to attack men, and attack them over and over and over with preachy shenanigans in their dialogue and on their marketing and on what they said to people everywhere before watching the movie. So it's no surprise that men did not even bother to go and watch this piece of shit. And to the market that you're targeting it for didn't even bother to go watch it either. So instead of attacking us, the male, maybe it should attack women for not watching this piece of shit that you idiots obviously made for them. Or maybe you idiots should blame yourselves because not even women didn't want to watch this piece of shit. And so blame yourselves for this shit. In fact, you should be the ones blaming yourselves. You should be taking the full blame of this piece of shit. But nah, let's blame men instead. Because it's the logical thing to do. In their mind. You will later write, quote, unfortunately, what she may have proved, who can say of one movie, is that male audiences for superhero movies isn't as mature as we like to hope, and the female audience isn't large enough to compensate. Well, at least he's definitely reaching a level of self-awareness, and then you know. It's kind of like that meme with Skinner from The Simpsons. Is it possible that we are the ones at fault? No, it's them who are at fault. Alright, despite these complaints, a Deadline reported that men actually made up of 53% of the film's opening weekend audience. So more than half, well, probably statistically irrelevant in that case, in being more, but still more. In fact, they also reported that men over 25 were a plurality of the audience with 33%, so not teenage boys or anything like that. Facts destroying a narrative. Where have we seen that? Following the film's bomb beyond the box office, director Cathy Yan would have actually revealed that she actually pitched the film to his massive patriarchy. Yan described her pitch, which was actually a sizzle reel, to the New Yorker. She said it included scenes, bachelor proposals, the Beer's diamond commercial, Kim Kardashian's vampire facial, what? Fox News anchors talking about women, Trump saying grab them by the pussy, by the P asterisk, end quote, stuff that might make a girl want to smash the patriarchy. Oh, fuck's sake. Yan will later try to claim the film bond because of the undue expectations on the film. Really? She told the Hollywood Reporter there were also undue expectations on a female-led movie, and what I was most disappointed in was this idea that perhaps it proved that we weren't ready for this yet. No, because you decided to make a movie to appease a certain demographic, and that the demographic is tiny. It doesn't care, doesn't like these things. And even the men and women who normies, for lack of a better word, didn't want this piece of shit either. Anyway, this was an extra burden that, as a woman of color director, oh yes, Asians, the Schrödinger's cat of the racists. They are, when it suits them, a people of color, or black or colored people, like they like to use, and at the same time, when it doesn't suit them, you're whites. I already had on me anyway. It's your fault, not mine. So yes, I think there were certainly different ways you could interpret the success or lack of success of the movie. And everyone has a right to do that, but I definitely do feel that everyone was pretty quick to jump on a certain angle. It's because you people are racist and misogyny. Yan added. Well, these people, they never learn. Only with failures like this, there's a chance that they will eventually learn, but how shall we know? Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want more of this bullshit. And YouTube can probably help me sometimes when you actually like something. Who knows? If you want more, don't forget to hit the notification bell button as well, because you need a notification to know how my balls are doing. Either way, I think the most important bit is coming right now. Good night.